Hello and welcome to Health Matters on Channels Television. Thanks for staying tuned. I am Mary Alale Yusuf. Now, Down syndrome is said to be the most common chromosome abnormality in humans, affecting about 1 per 700 to 1 per 1,000 babies born each year. The condition, also known as trisomy 21, is a genetic disorder caused by the occurrence of all or part of a third copy of chromosome 21. Now, the human is supposed to have 23 pairs of chromosomes. There shouldn't be a third copy. People born with an extra copy of this number 21 chromosome usually exhibit some level of disability and characteristic facial features. Every region and income level around the world is affected without discrimination. Let's get into more of that after this short break.
As a mom and also an expert, I have always protected my family against cavities. But I also worry about stains, and bad breath too. That's why I've helped develop new Pt.1 Triple Protection 1, 2, 3. 1. It helps protect against cavities. 2. Stains. And 3. Bad breath. Now my family is triple protected with new Pt.1 Triple Protection 1, 2, 3.
Welcome back. Dr. Victor Wankwo is on the show with me. Dr. Wankwo is a pediatrician at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, Idiaraba, and an associate fellow of the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria. Now, remember, you can tweet at CTV_Mary A. You're welcome to the show,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Wankwo. Now, could you tell us why this accident occurs? Why is there part or a full third copy of this chromosome in the body?
Okay. Why the accident occurs is because during cell division in the body, especially of the sex chromosomes, you know,
what determines whether it's going to be a boy or a girl?
Yes, that's during cell division of the sex cells. The sex cells. So these sex cells each has 23 chromosomes, and the two fuse together to form a whole cell, one from the father and one from the mother.
And that's why how you get the 23 pairs.
Yes. So each side of the pair comes from either the father and that's one from the father, one from the mother. Now, what happened is that during separation of the chromosomes, some of the chromosomes that's maybe due to accidents of nature, they do not separate. So in this case, the 21st chromosome does not separate. So one of the gametes from the father, one of the sex cells from the father that's from the mother or the father, has 2 complements of chromosome plus one that will come from the father, now making it 3. Okay. So it is during this cell division that is when it occurs.
Okay, so this child will have 47 or almost 47 chromosomes in total instead of 46.
46.
What are the characteristic facial features of somebody with Down syndrome?
Okay, actually, just by facial examination, you can make up to 90% gaze, and you'll be right, or diagnostic gaze of Down syndrome. And in this case, the facial features you see include that their head is usually small, then their eyes is abnormally slanting, then the bridge of their nose, most of the time it's flat, that's they have flattened nasal bridge. Then their ears tend to be small, disformed, and also lower. That's low set. We call it low set. They're
not as highly placed
as in other normally people. And they tend to have very large tongues. That's
why it keeps sticking out.
Yes. So then other features you can also notice is that sometimes their mouth, that's the opening of their mouth might just be tinier than others. So those are some of the facial features that you notice in them that will make you at least up to 90% clinically you can diagnose Down syndrome.
Okay. But you know, usually when a woman loses a pregnancy, maybe at 3 months or 2 months, doctors usually tell her that she shouldn't be bothered, that usually that was not a properly formed baby anyway. Why wouldn't this have been one of those that would have been spontaneously thrown out, maybe at 3 months?
Okay, yes. Actually, when such accidents occur in constitution of the chromosomes in the cell, the first thing the body will do is a process of natural selection the body has a mechanism that will, in most cases, terminate that pregnancy naturally. So most of the miscarriages we have, it could be chromosomal disorders like Down syndrome and even others that the body is just trying to naturally. But where it doesn't now naturally weed them out, they are now delivered Down
So it
syndrome
looks like
children.
there must be a reason why these ones are coming through. All right. When we talk about disabilities,
Yes.
these people being born with disabilities, does this include mental capacity as well?
Yes, yes. Actually, Down syndrome is the commonest congenital, that's the commonest congenital cause of mental retardation.
Okay.
The world over. So it's one of the commonest things that can cause a child or any individual to have mental retardation. So that extra chromosome 21 material, it affects the priming, that's the formation of the brain, that's the priming of the brain to function at full intellectual capacity. Okay,
but what are the risk factors, if any, for somebody coming out with Down syndrome?
Okay, the risk factors include high maternal age of conception.
Okay, an older mother.
Yes, the older a mother becomes, actually the peg we normally use is 35 years of age. Once a woman is 35 years of age and above, the chances are very much increased. As far as 35 years is 1 in 350 chance of having a child with Down syndrome. But it also occurs at earlier ages. Like at 20 years, the chance is 1 in 2,000. So you can see. So
it doesn't matter the age. Yes. There's still a chance of someone getting it.
There's still a chance.
And this chance is equal all over the world.
Definitely. There have been no racial or any environmental factor that have been seen to affect it. So it's equal.
Are there any other risk factors?
Other risk factors include having a child that is, or any first degree relation that has Down syndrome.
It's hereditary.
Yes, it is. It increases the chance that the next or subsequent children can have it. And other factors that could contribute to it. In fact, just these two major factors: maternal age, having a previous child, and then other ones are new mutations, because there are other variants that are not purely trisomy 21, but additional chromosome 21 material, either from mutations that takes place.
Okay, that's why they say partial or full new copy of the 21 chromosome.
Yes, so some new mutations can take place. It's a risk factor.
Do these children end up having some behavioral shortcomings, like disruptive behavior or anything like that?
Yes, yes.
Is this as a result directly of the chromosome, the problem with the chromosome, or is it because of environmental factors or reactions to who they are?
Yes, I think it's more of the second, reaction to who they are, because Generally, what they have mainly is intellectual impairment. That's intellectually they are not up to, but they are quite sociable people who can integrate easily into the society. But what happens is that most cases, due to the way the society takes them, out of frustration, it can now breed other behavioral problems. For instance, most of them are speech, that's in receptive language, they understand things so well, but in terms of speech, they are impaired. So and people are quite fast to judge them based on that speech impairment, that this person, no prospects, nothing, and it gets to them because they, like every other human
It gets
being,
to them.
Yes.
You know, people feel that they are so happy, they don't really understand what's going on around them, so you can treat them anyhow and they wouldn't be bothered.
No. Every human being deserves to be treated with dignity. That's my take on that. So.
And they feel it
Yes.
when they are not treated well.
Yes.
Okay, now the picture is not looking very nice, but this mental incapacity
Yes.
that they have, is there something that can be done about it?
Definitely. It's true that they have an average IQ of like 50%, but
That's like a child of how old?
even in adulthood, they could just be behaving like a child of 10, 11, 9
10
years
or 11
old.
is there's hope.
Yes. So just as I said, we have to make the best from the intellectual capacity they have, and it's in the area of maximizing their condition so that they will have appropriate stimulus, because some of them, they could have eye problems, that's visual impairments, and if you don't notice it on time and fix it, you can't maximize the...
Okay, what are we fixing now in the eye? You said that there's a slant to the eye.
Yes.
Is that what is being fixed, or is there a poor vision?
Yes, they could have glaucoma, then they could be exposed to different refractive errors of the eye. So these things needs to be fixed so that their vision, that vision impairment will not affect the stimulation, because some of them, they are useful, therefore they are film actors. They are renowned film actors that are Down syndrome.
Right now?
Yes.
Film actors?
Yes, Paralympians.
Who have Down syndrome?
Paralympians. They participate in these Paralympics. So you can make the best out of them. It's just to provide the the adequate environment. So then most of them have hearing impairment. When you notice it on time and you take appropriate measures, giving them hearing aids, at least vision and hearing, very important aspects of
the treatment of Down syndrome.
Of stimulating a child to adapt very well and achieve the fullest of his potential.
Okay, we have to take a short break now. When we come back, we'll be having more about an enabling environment for the child. Let's take a short break and we'll be back right after that.